crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage. If he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the pistol, it's Gurley. Shoves him aside. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21.
Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponent.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 20. Don't get nervous. Alert 3, alert 3.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day,
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Back to throw. Perkins flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Oh, here we go. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to McGuire again here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Looking to throw. Perkins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. There's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Garoppolo now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
21, 21. 25, check 25, check 25. Go, go, let's roll.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A 3rd down run with McGuire. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Perkins. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, here's McGuire. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
From the gun, Perkins.
You don't want it. Shift. Watch the shift.
And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
set.
54.
60 out long.
54 Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
Hot seven. Jim, squeeze. Jim.
On first down, Perkins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Check in. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I got you, boy.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Goodwin able to haul it in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
58 to Mike.
You ain't going nowhere. Check.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
I can't believe they let you play.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a number 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Clock.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check three.
They run on 2nd down with McGuire. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Watch safety creeping.
Looking to throw. Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Get ready.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 29, Garoppolo. And he's got some space here. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out of the gun, they'll run with McGuire. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies undercrush.
From the gun, the running back McGuire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Let's go, boy.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
11.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on, 52's the mic, boys. All day, just like that, just like that. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Here's 2nd and 8. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A give to McGuire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's McGuire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McGuire will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And a Rams 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a counter play, McGuire. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Shit!
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
That's it, baby.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead.